Alright, welcome back everyone. You're watching the Rhythmix RSL 3 and this is our third and final best of 5 of the day, opposing Fraer to Acer Scarlett. The score is 1-1. No, it's 2-1 for Scarlett, right?
It's 1-1. Pretty sure it's 1-1.
Okay, the first game was the 6 pool. I'm a bit tired, man. I can't even keep up anymore. You want to do the introductions?
Alright. And the bottom left. Alright. And the bottom left from Ukraine playing for Bucks. Yes. We have Fraer. And the top right playing from Canada from Team Acer, who recently got MMA and Sella, and they're doing so well. Team Acer fighting. We have Scarlett.
Look at Scarlett's build.
I just like to mention that there's no bias. I like Roxkiss and Acer equally, so you can keep going.
Yeah, but you're Canadian. You're supposed to have bias towards Scarlett's. And Fraer is just gonna go for the regular pylon at 9 down his ramp, followed by the quick scout with his probe. Oh, he threw down a forge, then he changed his mind, and now he moved the forge to another position. He's kind of guessing that there is going to be a rush coming here, and yeah, he's going to be able to scout it here. I'm curious as to how he will counter. Usually we will see a pylon being thrown down in the main, but with Fraer you never know. Oh, he's actually going to try to wall.
Yep, he's going to go for the full wall off. You got pretty, yeah. I'm really curious to see how he's going to do his wall. What?
Just one cannon and then he moves out.
What?
That's how he does his wall. Just one cannon and then he sends the probe out. He's going to have to pull a lot of probes here. Scarlett going to need some good micro as well at decision making here. She does snipe. Okay, actually no. One of the Zerglings gets surrounded immediately. And Fraer is going to be able to defend here, but I mean, what does this cannon achieve? She can just put her Zerglings here on the left and deny a Nexus. What?
You mean no rock? What rock?
Not sure what she means.
Oh,
down the ramp.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, there is supposed to be a neutral supply depot down the ramp, and now it's not. This is actually the official map that's available on the server.
Yeah, but then GSL came out and we're like, yeah, Nasty, we're sorry you got the double bunker block. We forgot to put depots.
Yeah, Scarlett complaining a bit. I can understand that, but nothing we can do here. The admin hosted the right map that was available on the server, and I'm not sure what this would have changed exactly. I guess maybe in the place where there is the forge now, there would be a depot.
She could have pushed through, but she couldn't because you can just put down a pylon.
Yeah, he didn't. He put his probes.
I know, but...
Well, so it's irrelevant. No?
Well, I mean, why else would she whine? Like, he can just wall himself with a pylon if there's no depot. So I guess that's the only reason she whined.
I guess. Fraer gonna go for the perfect wall here. He does lock 2 of his probes out actually. One of them he's gonna decide to try to scout if maybe there is an all-in coming to him. And well, actually he's not gonna see much as this queen does kill his probe. He has another probe out on the map. He's gonna maybe proxy pylon at the 12 o'clock position and maybe try to go for some big aggression here. He had to throw down his gate very early here because of the situation, so he might try to exploit that by just getting a very quick warp gate here, upgrade, and make a couple gates, maybe 4 or 5, and then just try to be aggressive. With this one probe, he's kind of neglecting it here. Now the Zerglings are going to find it, and yeah, this is very good for Scarlett right now. Scarlett not going to miss an inject.
She's making comeback slowly but surely in drone count. She's going for speed. Left only 1 drone and gas in the main. The links finally died. Fraer deciding to go for one sentry and one Stargate. So I wonder if we'll see the 5 Phoenix. Oh, the sentry's black. I wonder if we'll see the 5 Phoenix or we'll see a Void Ray. What do you think? What do you prefer and what do you think?
I think Void Ray will be useless on this map. I think we're gonna see 4 Phoenix or 5. And he knows there's 2 Overlords very near his base right now. So he's gonna be picking those off. And if he waits for 4 Phoenix, usually you go for the Queens. But if he chooses not to wait and try to supply block his opponent as soon as possible, then he would just go for those Overlords and then go Queen hunting and hope that maybe Scarlett made those spores too early and lost a lot of minerals doing it. Scarlett thinking about scouting with her Overlord right now, replacing it at the bottom of the map. Fraer adding a couple gates here. And he's going to chrono boost his first Phoenix. +1 started for his ground units. A second Zealot was made, which this time he's going to pop outside of his wall. And he's going to go and claim the middle Zenlaga Watchtower. Oh, there is a probe out on the map as well. On the bottom right.
Yep.
So he's going to start
for
making...
4 gate with Stargate.
Yeah. He might make a pylon down, like just below the natural of Scarlett, and then just try to warp up with Phoenixes, but I mean, that would be a good move to do. But it doesn't look like he's moving his probe anymore here. This one, Brave Zealot goes forward, really nice macro by Scarlett, only losing 1 Zergling here. And I'm a bit surprised that Scarlett doesn't walk on those rocks between her natural and her third base. Fraer is not even gonna wait for any more Phoenixes. He has 2. This is much enough for him. He just goes forward and starts hitting those Overlords, but realistically with 2 Phoenixes, unless you find Overlords out on the map, you can't do much. So he's not gonna do much. Scarlett, I think, was actually scared of DTs again, so she made a couple spores, at least 1 in the third, 1 in each base. And she's already taking to Infestation Pit here, and I think I really like her position here. Even if supply-wise she's not very far ahead, we don't have any real tech started here for Fraer, and he's actually gonna go for big pressure here. He's warping out a lot of Zealots. You see? All the Zealots?
Yeah.
And
I see.
he's gone for the pylon that I mentioned before.
And he's going for the pylon you were talking about. He's gonna warp on the high ground, but Scarlett sees that pylon with the crit tumor.
Really nicely done here by Scarlett spotting this.
And Fraer transitioning with a robo now that the pylon got picked up. Still not. And he's going for armor as well. This is not gonna be pretty for Fraer. This is really unfortunate.
Yeah, she's getting roaches now, which obviously are really good against Zealots. And yeah, Scarlett, he's read this well. When you spot those proxy pylons before there is a Protoss aggression coming, you have time to prepare. You can just start pumping out a lot of units as a Zerg. So Fraer is going to move in now with his Zealots, but yeah, Scarlett just basically repelling this very well, except for the Phoenixes. And she's going to need Infestors to deal with those Phoenixes, getting a lot of kills right now.
I think any other Zerg would have been caught off guard here, but Scarlett with her really good creep spread had the creep tumor right over the edge, and there was no way for Fraer to know that she knew until it was too late. So it's really unfortunate. Fraer is really creative with his builds, but unfortunately this one was a bit too special for Scarlett.
And actually Fraer going for a macro game here. He's going for Colossus, he's doing more upgrades, and he realizes that his aggression didn't work here. He wants to take a third. I'm surprised he hasn't started working on those rocks as well. I think he should have been able to start taking a third here, just because he has a whole bunch of sentries and those ground units by Scarlett. If they get force fielded, I'm not going to do too much. He has a bunch of Phoenixes, lifting them and kill them at all times as well. Scarlett, she wants to put pressure on with those Zerglings and those Roaches, but realistically she knows she should not be able to do too much with those. But they are not very costly units. In the meantime, she's going to be taking to Infestors, so not a huge loss here if she ends up losing all of those Roaches. She's going to lose a couple to those Phoenixes and pull back with the rest of them.
I really like Fraer's choice of making one Void Ray. He's going to be able to repel some of the Roaches, and then with the Observer he's going to be able to clear creep tumors. Unfortunately for him, it's a bit too late to deny the fort. The infestors are going to come out, and there's going to be a queen and stuff. But at least he can kill some of that creep tumor that Scarlett is so good at spreading, and he's finally taking his third. I would like to see Fraer add a Twilight so he can continue the upgrades. His forge has been idle for a little bit, which is going to make it really hard for him later on.
Fraer is aware that there is infestors out on the map. He spread out all his phoenixes. He does not want them to get fungal, but he does send out this one lone Void Ray to snipe those Cryptumors, and Scarlett uses a couple infested Terrans to get rid of it. She noticed that the Void Ray wasn't moving, so she didn't even fungal for a very long time here, and then finally when the Void Ray was about to get out of range, she used the one fungal to deliver the killing blow here.
Fraer losing 2 phoenixes at the middle of the map against the infested Terrans that were left and 1 queen. That's a blunder from him, and it's really sad because he needs every little edge that he can get in this game to make it back.
And Fraer as an observer following those infestors, they are a bit too fast on creep, so they're going to be able to lose the tracking observer. But in the meantime, Fraer taking 2 Colossus, he has range almost finished. He's starting Blink now. He started +1 attack upgrade for his ground units. Scarlett moving out a little bit in the middle of the map. I don't think she's gonna wanna attack anytime soon, realistically, just because she's taking for so much stuff right now. Greater Spire is on the way. 1/1 melee upgrades are on the way, and Adrenal Glands as well. So Scarlett in a very good position in this game.
Yeah, I would like Scarlett to take 5th, because I don't think with the such delayed 3rd, the 3 base all-in of Fraer is going to come much later. So I think she would have had time to get some extra gas from a 5th, but maybe that's just the newbie Zerg in me that's talking right now. But right now she's making spines in the middle of the map, ready for Fraer to attack her and freeing up some supplies so she can go into Broodlord Infestor. And yeah, you can't break that combination. It's pretty good.
Fraer is able to scout the Greater Spire as well as the Hive with one of his Phoenixes. That's one of the good things you can do with your Phoenixes. If you are able to save them late into the game, they fly so fast you can just go around, try to see where your opponent's tech is at, and then when you see that Greater Spire, you know that you have a choice to make. You can either try to attack before there's too many Broodlords, or you can try to really turtle and get a Mothership out. It looks like Fraer has made his decision, and it's going to be both of them. He's going to get a Mothership out and attack. As he's making a Fleet Beacon, he's upgrading Observer's Warp Prism speed, I'm sorry. And yeah, I was kidding, he's not actually going to attack. He's just going to move around a bit here, and I think Scarlett is just going to look to make a huge attack here and finish Fraer in this game, in which she's really, really far ahead just because she has a huge Infestor count as well as Broodlords. I guess only 5 Broodlords, but with this Infestor count, when you have a lot of ground army as well, you can just attack move as the Zerg, spam a lot of infested Terrans, and then just start fungaling the entire army of the Protoss, which right now is only Stalkers and Colossus. Against all those links, I don't think they would fare too well. And Scarlett actually looks like she wants to seaside her roaches. You see this?
Yeah, she wants to free up some supply, so she can have more good units, aka Broodlords and Infestors. But yeah, I agree with you, and Scarlett has a lot of energy on those Infestors, so that's going to be a lot of infested Terrans. In the meantime, Fraer sending his 2 Immortals with a Warp Prism into the main to snipe the Greater Spire. That's going to be pretty awesome. It almost looks like Fraer wants to go for the base trade, or making Scarlett move back at least.
Yeah,
because
he doesn't have a Mothership, so he has no recall.
Yeah.
He didn't start his Mothership actually. And I think he realizes that this army has a lot of mobility.
Oh, this is so great! Killing the Greater Spire and then the Hive?
Yeah,
that Greater Spire is going to take forever to get done.
Oh wow. Fraer has to be careful not to overextend here. Scarlett sending in a lot of infested Terrans, but those Colossus are cleaning up so far. She might be able to fungal a couple of those units here. Fraer didn't have an observer with his army, so he wasn't able to clean the creep here. So those infestors are going to be really fast and able to fungal this entire army. The Broodlords are moving in now. Really good micro here by Scarlett, sending those infested Terrans very close to the army and fungaling on time every single time. And Fraer just is losing everything here. This is a devastating loses.
I think Fraer would have been in a really good position if he didn't, if he backed off sooner or if he didn't push so hard.
I agree.
Because taking out the Greater Spire was such a great move and put him in such a great position. You would have had 4 Colossus, you would have had a Mothership, you would have had enough gas to go for Archon since he didn't lose all his army. He's still not in that bad of a position, but yeah, he would have been better off not making that move.
But yeah, also I think if he had an observer with this army of Stalkers and Colossus, he could have just cleaned the creep, and then he would have had like, he would have been able to escape just because those infestors, they wouldn't have had the speed to be able to keep up with this Protoss army and fungal it. Because without fungals, those cannot really stop a Protoss from escaping. But yeah, now that went really otherwise, and Scarlett is gonna take 2 hive, I'm sorry again. And I thought this was 3 Spire actually, but this is just 2 at her 3rd base. And she's remaking a hatch in her main. She does not want to let go of this about 1600 gas left in those geysers. And yeah, she just keeps on expanding everywhere. You know, a very good thing to do for a Zerg at this point in the game is to send Zerglings around to snipe bases. But Scarlett seems like she just wants to get Corruptors to make Broodlords and Infestors out on the map right now. Okay, as I say that, she makes 34 Zerglings, so yeah, maybe she's gonna try to snipe some bases. This one, bottom right hand side base, very easy to snipe for a lot of Zerglings, unless the Protoss army is standing there, but it is not always. And Fraer being very active here.
So many infestors for Scarlett, 24 infestors. Like, I'm starting to think, like, is it a good thing to snipe the Greater Spire? Because then they just make more infestors. It's really, I'm feeling a bit sad.
Great analysis, Destro. This one, War Prism was spotted by Scarlett. Oh, she's gonna be able to fungal it. Oh, just on time before it gets out of range. Scarlett is able to fungal it. She's gonna chain fungal this until it dies. In the meantime, the other War Prism, it's always good to have 2 War Prism dropping instead of just one. The one on the right hand side is going to die, but the one on the left side is going to be able to snipe this expansion. 3 DTs war warped, they're going to head straight for this one base, but this one is well protected with the 1 Spore and the 5 Spine Crawlers. I don't think those DTs are going to do anything. And Fraer is still in this game somehow. I thought that after the big move where he lost everything, he would have been out of it, but somehow he's still holding his ground.
He's a trooper.
He doesn't have much minerals left. Just a couple at his 3rd. He's, by the way, messing up with his gas again at the 3rd. And it's getting charged, plasma shield upgrade, and taking to Stargates. Where are they?
Not only the 3rd, the 4th base too has 2 on probes. 2 probes.
Yeah, at the 5th too. At the 5th he has 4 plus 3.
Yeah, maybe he pulled the Stefano.
Man, he's messing up every gases, man. Send him a message.
I will after the game.
Just kidding. Anyway, Scarlett upgrading 3-3 melee upgrades now, upgrading 1-1 for air. She's making sure those Spire do not get sniped. And Fraer, it seems like he wants to switch to Void Ray. Is he not aware of what happens when you make mass Void Rays against 24 infestors? Okay, 25 infestors, I'm sorry.
You died to fungal and infested Terran. But at least now the eggs are less strong and we can storm them. Just look on the bright side.
Oh, he keeps on doing those 2 War Prisms. I really like this. This is really the way you need to be using War Prisms against good player. You cannot use just one, so it's going to use 2. One on the right hand side, which is going to drop into the main Other Natural, and one in the top left side, where basically he keeps on putting pressure on those bases that Scarlett keeps on trying to take, and he's going to keep on failing as long as his War Prism keep going there and killing everything. Look at those DTs, man. Just crushing everything.
He picked them up. He needs to save his gas. He knows his gas is very valuable right now.
Yeah, he does not have that much gas, but he's not really lacking it too much either. Fraer with the nice upgrades I'm not sure why he's not getting armor anymore. I think he wants to do that big air transition. He's upgrading +2 attack upgrade for air. Now warping a lot of units into the main. Scarlett is going to send her whole army, I think, to defend this. Yes.
And
All those
Fraer's
infestors,
moving
man.
out at the middle of the map with 6 Templars, Mothership. He wants to make Scarlett reconsider sending everything into the main. And she indeed pulls back a lot after throwing a decent amount of infested Terran into the main. So it's pretty nice for Fraer right now that he's clearing out Creep Tumor. Hopefully this time he doesn't get caught overextended. Like he doesn't overextend himself.
You know what? Scarlett only has 5 Broodlords. She's morphing 6 right now, which is going to make her total to 11, but it's going to be very hard. Oh, those Templars! They have to be careful, they may be caught out of position here. No storm is being used just yet. Finally, we have a couple storms being used here by Fraer, and Scarlett just basically spamming mass infested Terrans right now. Vortex being used here by Fraer, catching a lot of those units. He's going to catch a whole other set just right behind us. He has to send those. Oh, what is he doing? He's almost stepping into his own his own vortex with his entire army. He's losing a lot of army right now. So is Scarlett. The army supply 92 to 112 right now. So many infested Terrans. They're just gonna crush through everything. Fraer has to pull back, but he's getting his entire army fungal right now. He has a lot of minerals to remake an army, but he's not gonna have time. I think Scarlett is just gonna counterattack and look to end this game here. Army supply 56 to 102. Those war prisms did their job. I think he's going to blink a couple of the stalkers here to try to keep and slowing down the economy of Scarlett. But realistically, Scarlett has just won here. She should be able to keep on upgrading her army very easily, which the upgrades are 2-1 right now. I mean, this Sky Toss style switch from Fraer is going to be his only chance here. If he can manage to get enough carriers out, and Scarlett really doesn't expect it, but realistically she has so many infestors that she shouldn't be scared of this. Fraer did such a good job of denying those expansions on the left. Look at the economy of Scarlett. She has no minerals.
Literally no minerals. And it's a good thing, because otherwise you'd see a lot more infestors.
No man, they're all about the gas. Imagine if Zerg had Archons. Look at Scarlett's gas.
Yeah, I know.
That would be a lot of infestocons, or whatever they would be called. And Fraer finally working on his gases at his expansions. Okay, actually no, he didn't fix the one in the 5th, the one in the 4th either, and the one in the 3rd either. He messed up all of them. Man, this guy. Fraer still sniping those hatches on the left hand side of the map. Scarlett has stabilized after the attack. She's just trying to get those exposed at any cost now. She does not want to leave them. She does not want to cross the map with her army and maybe lose
the
a big
on
fight.
The left side? They're about to take one infestor out. Oh, nice. One infestor for 4 zealots. It's worth it.
No sarcasm. That's what I like about this one. Anyway, those carriers almost with 3 attack upgrade here. They have 2 plasma shield already. And Fraer is going to keep on expanding and putting pressure on with those war prism. But Scarlett finally is saying, no, I'm not going to let you disturb my mining from those bases any further. She puts down a lot of spine crawlers at those bases. And well, actually this game might go on for much longer.
Yep, we're in for a treat, folks.
Hey, who do you think wins? I think Fraer, if he can get like a lot more carriers, if he gets maxed on carriers, suicides his ground and get only carriers, I think he wins. Because if he gets like, he has a bunch of Templars, not that many, but if he gets a bit more, he's gonna have enough to storm all those infested Terran eggs. And look at this, Broodlords are not gonna do anything against carriers. I don't know right now. Right now, Scarlett has so many infestors. By the way, do you see the infestors when they move so funny. They're like, move away, man, let me in first. They're like pushing away each other. I'm not kidding, man.
Yeah, so many infestors. It's what, 38, 36?
Oh my god, those war prism top left. So ridiculous. Fraer doing an excellent job the entire game here. I would have liked to see a couple storm drops by him here. Maybe at this at
Look at
one
the
of those
third
last
of
remaining
Fraer.
bases.
That always makes me sad when I see people like that. So much potential lost.
You're never gonna get over this, are you?
Nope.
You know what? Actually, those two Spire, they are very snipeable. If he warps like 10 Zealots there, like those Spines are not gonna do anything against 10 Zealots. But
Yeah. And I meant the minerals, not the gas. He had like 14 probes on one patch.
really?
Yeah, but it's too late. It's been moved now. But it was like that for a while. Anyway, we'll stop having OCD over mineral patches. Fraer pumping out a few observers, try to deny more creep tumors on the left side of the map.
And
On the right side too.
yeah, finally Scarlett is moving forward.
Stalkers for 3 infestors. This is Christmas. Oh wait, freaking transfuse.
Oh, he has observer speed, so he's gonna be able to get a couple more of those. He gets 2 more of those right
4
now.
stalkers for 4 infestors. It's Christmas.
What is happening? Look at this. I've never seen any fight like this with infestors burrowing. Look at those woodlaws, they are ignoring the stalker. He wanted to let the queen. The queen is like, let me have it. He killed my babies.
I want in on the action.
Oh my god, that was ridiculous. And Scarlett right now camping a little bit in the middle of the map. She has a huge bank. She's gonna keep on increasing this bank with this top left hand side. Look at this one muta walking on a warp system. I'm glad I caught that because this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And yeah, one zealot trying to clean a couple of the script tumors here. And I think Fraer is about ready to fight here. He's maxed. Well, his upgrades are not maxed just yet. He's still 2 upgrades short of armor. Oh, I thought she was gonna neural.
Oh, she missed the chain fungal on the interceptors.
Yeah, she got a few of them. I think she wants Fraer to be out of money, but she doesn't realize. I think he has 4,000 right now, and that's a lot of money. I thought she was gonna neural the mothership, which would have been huge. This one zealot still working on those creep tumors. 12 kills, 13 kills right now. 13 creep tumors. This one muta, man. The final showdown. One muta against this one zealot. The zealot is like, I can't feel you. You tickle me. Big fight in middle of the map. Oh, Neuro was used on the mothership and instead dual vortex by Scarlett. I think this might be it. She's gonna be able to spam a lot of infested Terran eggs here and basically crush this army. The mothership, she controls the mothership, flies it into those infested Terran eggs, snipes it immediately. Fungal being used on all of those carriers right now. Fraer is just losing everything. His army supply right now down to 75 to the 139 of Scarlett. All those infestors, they still want to get into the fight. They want to get into the street brawl. They are pushing each other, rushing forward, headed for the Protoss army. They are out for blood, and Fraer is in a world of trouble right now. His remate...
Scarlett going for 10 more infestors, because you know when you have 35 infestors, what do you need more? More infestors. So eventually Scarlett's gonna A-move and make more infested Terrans, and hopefully Fraer is gonna forget about this game. Otherwise I think he's gonna go crazy for the last game.
And look at this, Fraer sending out a lot of Zealots and DTs here to deal with this one expansion. The one muta is ready for them. That's one muta, man. How many kills? Only like 2 kills, but it's like 2 super meaningful kills. Yeah. And Fraer is moving out a bit here. He noticed that there was a couple Sparklers outside of his base. He does not want Scarlett to be able to set up a contain here, so he's gonna get rid of those as soon as possible. Oh, the hatchery is gonna fall! And well, this is not actually gonna mean much, because Scarlett has 7,000 minerals in the bank. And Fraer right now he's bought himself enough time. Well, I guess Scarlett not attacking really helps as well, but yeah. Fraer is pretty happy about Scarlett not attacking. He's trying to restabilize, remax on those carriers and air units, and basically not try to get dual vortex in the next fight.
Look at top right. He's harassing the main with a war prism. He wants to end the suffering. He's gonna go for the infestation pit.
The most important building in this entire game. Oh my god. I'm glad you just chuckle and you have nothing to say about this death row. Because that's how I feel as well. And yeah, those infested Terran eggs actually getting destroyed by this Protoss ground army. An overseer, okay, actually there is an overseer here. Scarlett just sending 5 infestors to do a 6 infestors job. And Fraer just he keeps on massing air units basically, but those stalkers, man, they're going to be so useless in support of his air army. He should just basically kill them because they're going to play against him. Fraer keeps on sniping production facilities. If he went for the pool, that would be pretty annoying for Scarlett. But yeah, she's already remade an infestation pit somewhere else on the map. And she's just basically leapfrogging with a lot of spore and spine crawlers forward toward the base of Fraer on the right hand side of the map, those that are still mining. Fraer is still working on his upgrades, getting these 3 armor upgrades for his air units. And actually Fraer is kind of running out of cash. You see his force base has almost no minerals left. His fifth base has even less, so he's gonna have 2 bases left with cash. Whereas Scarlett, she basically just took this 1 base on the left on like the 25th attempt. And she's just gonna be able to take those 2 bases in the middle. Fraer keeps on sacrificing units everywhere. Units lost 50k for Fraer, 31k for Scarlett. So yeah, Scarlett well ahead right now, especially considering her bank, but it all comes down to 1 fight, and we're about to have this one big fight. There is no mothership here for Fraer. He chooses to engage.
There is a mothership. He's gonna recall.
Oh, okay. 1 carrier is left behind.
Yep.
Why me? Boom. Did a little bit more damage on that hatch before dying.
I really like what Fraer tried to do there. He tried to cut down the infestor count and fight some more and recall and buy time. Unfortunately for him, infestor has a really useful ability called borrow, and they borrowed and then threw infested Terrans, and then there wasn't much for Fraer to do except recall. But hopefully he can manage to do that again and maybe bring an observer and be able to cut down the infestor number. If he can cut down the infestor number, maybe his air army is going to be able to do something in a max battle.
He blinks in and he's gonna try to snipe this one hatch. He ignore. Okay, he's actually gonna snipe the hero muta. Maybe no. The hero muta survived with 25 HP. He's gonna get the hatch. I don't think he has the energy for recalling this. Even if he did, I don't think he should recall this. It was a very good trade here. Yeah, he sniped it finally.
Yep.
Oh, a couple infestors on the right hand side of the map looking to pop some infested Terrans. Maybe snipe a Nexus. And look at this warpism on the right hand side. It's like a programmed virus, man. You make a program that tells like your robot to make a warp prism and keep on dropping zealots and being annoying. That's what's been happening this entire game, and this has been very well done by Fraer. This is what has kept him into the game. But Scarlett, she's finally taken this expansion in the middle of the map. She's protecting it with an entire army, a whole lot of spore crawlers, a couple spines, and yeah, I think this is still very good for Scarlett. But if Fraer was able to get out enough air units, maybe he would have a chance, just because there's actually the Broodlord count was actually lowered a while back. So yeah, I just think this is such a good position for Scarlett right now, but Fraer is still in it. If Scarlett was to make a big mistake, maybe he could win it. Fraer gonna go for another drop in the main, maybe get the spawning pool this time. Wait, how did this die? Oh, this actually just bled to death, a building here. I think that was an Evo. And Scarlett is actually moving forward finally. She's not bringing any spore or spine. She's just gonna bring her 44 infestors and 14 corruptors and 8 broodlords. Oh, the 1 muta. Wait, where is it?
No, it was rebuilded, I'm pretty sure.
She remade one?
Yeah.
Where is it? I need to find that muta. Find it for me.
Alright, I'm on the lookout.
Oh, I heard it shoot. Wait. Oh, it wasn't the muta. Oh, it's here. On the right hand side. Put my camera.
Alright.
Oh, nice fungals here. Some very nice fungals were used. We had 44. Okay, actually 5 infestors just died to fungals. And Fraer just being fearless right now, sending his Templars up front by themselves to storm all of those units. He does get a very good first vortex, but he doesn't have that much army, to be honest. Just 5 carriers, 6 void rays, and he's gonna have to pull back now, even after using his first vortex, just because there's gonna be so many infested Terrans. Fungal might be used, no parasite being used, but the infestors that use it get sniped immediately, and I think Scarlett is gonna be able to fungal this army to death here.
Yeah, unfortunately for Fraer, he ran out of storm, so he couldn't keep storming the infested Terran.
And 3 carriers left. Fraer does try to leave, but Fungal says no to him. And those infestors, man, there's just so many of them. 47 right now. It's like every time there is a fight, Scarlett is like, well, I didn't win hard enough, it's time to make more infestors. 57. Oh my god, this is like, she's breaking a world record right now. Somebody called the Guinness World of Record. And you know what, Fraer, I don't think I've ever seen anybody as stubborn as him with this base. He sniped it like 55 times. But finally Scarlett is going to be able to defend this time because she knows there is no real army out on the map for Fraer. She just has to send her, well, can we call it an army? Her spellcasters to this base to fungal and use infested terrains to defend it. And Fraer is still engaging in the middle of the map here. He has a very small force, he has to be careful. Those Templars might get fungal, yes. He does not have much cash left, especially gas-wise, so those units, they are very important for Fraer right now. And,
Scarlett at 58, she almost broke the world record of 60. But yeah, it's gonna come down to Scarlett deciding to end the game. Fraer doesn't have any gas, or his gas income is very low. He's only on 4 gases. Every other gas is mined out. The left side of the map, the middle base, pretty hard to take in this situation.
You know what? Fraer has so many probes. Oh, look at the one hero Muta. He's gonna die. No.
Yeah, Fraer should have sacked probes before that last fight. When he lost, when he.
Look at the hero
vortex
Muta,
and
man.
got knurled.
On the left, he barely survived with 3 HPs. Yeah, don't you think Fraer should have sacrificed a lot of probes like long time ago?
He should have sacked like 30 of them.
30?
Yeah, maybe more.
Okay, yeah, that sounds about right. Especially when he started being mined out on a lot of those bases. And well, Fraer keeps throwing units away. Units lost is 71,000 to 43,000 in the favor of Scarlett right now. But yeah, Fraer is not going to let go here. I really would have liked him to see to snipe the spawning pool and the roach warren. Those are pretty annoying buildings to lose for a Zerg. You have to remake them immediately. You have to sacrifice one drone. Or, I mean, use one drone to remake them. But seriously, those infestors, man. I'm screenshot